Donald Trump has gotta go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Donald Trump has gotta go. And damn straight he does. Now, I get the honor of introducing your next speaker today, a wonderful community advocate, Goddess Tyescha. Please come take the microphone.
What up, people? Y'all are looking amazing. Look around right now, okay? Look around just for a second. Because no one believes that Colorado Springs can't pull this, okay? So let's do this right. Today, we're gonna start with a poem. It's written by me, by the way. And it's called Wake Up Call. Welcome to the Wake Up Call. The Wake Up Call, knock, knock. You gotta get up. Knock, knock. No, really, this is the real woke party they warned you about. Not the meme, not the slur, not the thing Fox News twisted into a pipeline, but the actual moment your bones begin to buzz. There with truth. Knock, knock. This is the party where the playlist goes into protest. The dress code is the whole ass integrity of what you're standing on. This is the moment you start noticing democracy. Democracy. If you don't work for one person, it works for no one. There is nothing where shame lies to sit heavy on your chest. Guilt knocks on the door, but you crack it open, look at them in the eye, and you say, I hear you, and I won't stay sleeping. Knock, knock. Wake up. This is the book they warned you about, the one without happy endings, just hard beginnings, the revolutionary chapters in the labor pain of the ancestors who manifested this moment, written in the margins of every silenced history. This is when the Kool-Aid curdles on your tongue and you spit it out. Decide you're not going to join the cult. That this... Woo!
Yeah, go!
Doing great!
Decide you're not going to join the cult. That tells you comfort is worth more than justice. That tells you silence is safer than truth. Knock, knock, wake up. This is when you step off of the conveyor belts, stop being a product of someone else's privilege, someone else's story, and start writing your own story where collective liberation ain't just a slogan, but a sacred promise. You stop being divided by their devices, stop being doped up by their distractions, and start remembering who you are. You are not asleep anymore. Knock, knock. You up?
Yeah! Right on!
Ashe. ¿Cómo estamos? Okay. Peace, everyone. Today, if you're cold, think about the privilege you've had in this winter season to possibly not to have to sit in the cold. And if at 2 o'clock you want to fight for the houseless that don't have the same privilege, Acacia Park we will be, okay? I went back and forth about what I was going to speak on today. Let me do that again. I went back and forth about what I was going to speak on today. Should I talk about black and brown siblings, some of them who have committed to the freedom fighters I know and are choosing to sit down and be out on this one? Not because we don't care, but because time and time again, we've watched those with the most ability to show up simply choose not to. Where the hell have y'all been? Wake up! Knock, knock! Yet, we're expected to carry it going, right? Should I tell you that I'm in consistent practice of flexing the muscle of patience patience and grace and love for the version of America that was never built for me to survive in, let alone thrive? Should I tell you that my double American experience, Puerto Rican and always political, where colonization isn't history but a daily policy, where the Jones Act bleeds over $70 billion from a colonized country that is being raped by the United States of America.
That's right.
As you strip my island of its natural resources and the economy is dependent of importing 85% of its food from us, yet they cannot and will not have ever the ability to vote for a president or a congressional representation because they're a colony to the United States. Do I tell you that Puerto Rican women were sterilized without consent, with this country testing over so many people with birth control to deem safe for white suburban cells? Or now as a genderqueer, perimenopausal baby, I've been doing this for too long, okay? Wound-wearing human. I came to talk, so y'all better listen. Even though I want to get my uterus out of my body, I don't have the privilege to remove it without thinking of my ancestry, without remembering the woman who didn't get the choice because of this country. Our bodies were never ours. They're policy tools, experiments, and resources for capitalism right now. Do we wait until everyone's right is on the chopping block before we open the conversation?
No.
Let's see. Y'all better show up and show out.
We're here.
Knock. Because let's be honest, some of us never stopped living under fascism. We've been navigating it, surviving it, and naming it, while others, often, no offense, don't get shame and guilt, don't let your cognitive dissonance come in, while often white, cis, and comfortable are only now waking up and saying, wow, democracy is in danger, girl. Your democracy was never my peace. Let's be clear. The only reason I'm standing still speaking is because I've witnessed my white siblings, queer and straight, who have stood up, who've used their privilege to call others in. Even when the dissonance of comfort told them they could opt out. Even when they had the privilege to opt out, they told you, wake up, knock, knock. When this society has fractioned us off to one another, when the system was built to believe different, less than, disconnected, when we are all human, still using eugenics to justify harm, still building economies around who gets left out, because capitalism was never designed to work for everyone.
That's right.
The American dream cannot be universal in a country built on stolen land and labor, while exporting jobs, poisoning foods, and feeding us the cancer that sells to cure Big Pharma. Let's knock, knock, let's wake up. They build pipelines of pain and pass laws around our protests. We legitimately were quietly protesting by using our dollar, and they were trying to make laws against that. And this is the Biden, wake up, knock, knock. Remember, cancel culture was not born out of cruelty. It was the first peaceful protest. We're gonna have to cut this short, okay? You are harming us. We will not help fund your oppression. We learned from Gandhi, yes, and very complicated. Look at your history. We learned from Dr. King on the FBI's most wanted list, and still, we look for a savior, but no one is coming to save us. No one is coming to save you. We must save each other, and it can't just be one person standing up. Because every time we do, y'all know what happens. They kill our leaders, they silence our voices. Ask yourself, what happened to our advocates that have been using ICE to detain them illegally in this state?
Yeah.
Advocates are locked up right now for doing the many things that all of us have feared. Revolutions don't happen in hashtags. They don't 2.3 seconds or one viral march. They take decades. It took over 80 years to stop the lynching that was happening to black people, and you're sitting here wondering, why is this not happening faster? Get up, knock, knock. So I asked you, is this your one march? No. Let me ask you again. So I asked you, is this your one march? No. Or are you going to show up every time there is injustice, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's not trending, even when it's not about you, because it's about the integrity that you show up in? Will you keep buying the newest iPhone while kids in global south are being killed for your text? Will you keep on buying the latest car, the latest lie, the latest excuse to stay silent just for the comfort of saying, I just didn't know? And let's talk about this. And there's the last piece I got because y'all need to hear it. There was something about the peace we found within the queer community. Something about the joy we built together across lines of race, class, and gender. And that terrified the system. Hence why we had so many laws built against us. Over 300 state laws were built against queer people because we are scary as fuck. Because when black and white and brown, sure. When black and white, brown and indigenous, trans and cis, poor and middle class folks get together and start holding each other accountable, loving each other and dancing through the pain, not having it all right but breaking white supremacy, naming our truths and our triggers, and still choosing each other, that's when they knew they had a problem. We were breaking the algorithm. The same sister that's right, let's break the rhythm. I'm trying to be in Cabo in front of the beach. The same system that taught us to fear difference couldn't compete with the magic of chosen family. The government has not always known the danger of unity. That's why they've worked so hard to make sure we never get too close. Because if we find peace and joy in each other, and I would tell you, the real revolution is in joy. So remember to dance. If we stop fighting one another and start fighting for one another, then the entire life falls apart. They cannot have it. Woo-woo! Yeah! But make no mistake, this country doesn't change unless you make it uncomfortable. This country will not change until you make it uncomfortable. Look. And you, especially you with privilege to have choice, like I do. I have privilege. Knock, knock. You can ask yourself every single day, where is my knock, 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 knock. It's so sad when you see people that feel so oppressed that they have to oppress others. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The goal is not to other them. The goal is to get them to understand that they are being oppressed by the same thing that they're fighting for. Knock, knock. And you, especially with the privilege, have a choice like I do, because I have many privileges. You can ask yourself every single day, where is my comfort built on? Where is my comfort built? Was it built on someone else's suffering? Where is my privilege purchased by someone else's pain? And am I fighting for liberation, not just rights? Liberation, not just rights. It's not enough to say you think Black Lives Matter. I said what I said. It's not enough to say love is love. That's cute. That's real cute. It is every single person you meet, every policy that goes by this state. It is every single human thinking about the empathy, the love, and the grace you will give them. And that shit takes work. Because when they come for one of us, they will come for all of us. We are the 99%. Wake up, knock, knock. So the question isn't, what should I talk about today? The question is, are you still listening? Thank you.
Let's give it up again. An applause worthy of a goddess. I don't know how to follow that up.